Hey guys, my name is David and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the last video for the George R. R. Martin book called Storm of Swords. And yeah, so far I've been reading about Jaime as he's been at King's Landing, he's getting back in, or at least trying to get back into the swing of things. And Cersei has kind of presented herself to Jaime, I'll put it like that, where she's pretty much, you know, offered herself to him. And Jaime has denied Cersei this. It's kind of unusual because he is so in love with Cersei and she's all that he desires. But it's kind of unusual where he learns to appreciate and see the inner beauty with Brienne, and I think it's like him beginning to like notice her and fall in love with her. Which, if that's the case, it's gonna be really sweet. And we've been following Jon, where he's been given the task of going over the wall and speaking to the king beyond the wall. But as a member of the Night's Watch, there is something called the Horn of Winter. Not sure exactly what that is. Apart from obviously a massive horn. I'm not sure exactly what it does or what it's for. And yeah, I'm not really entirely sure about where that whole conversation with this group is going to go. Hey guys, I wasn't sure if I was going to be bothered to make this video right now. I'm in a park and I've just finished up a chapter. With where I am personally, we've my boss has recently left the, well, not company, but he's gone on to another branch, and we've got this new boss that's given me all these new responsibilities and tasks to do, and saying, oh, like, these need to be done today. And when I say to him that I don't have time to do it, he says, of course you got enough time. And he compares me with, well, whether it's consciously or not, but I feel he compares me to his cleaner at his store. And I'm like thinking, well, okay, fair enough. I mean, we're all different. Uh, Tomorrow I've got work. I'll try to do my best, but yeah, it just, but it just feels like I've got all this pressure on me, and I feel like a headless chicken. I've got all these thoughts in my mind at work saying, oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do this, I've got to clean that as well. And it's just really overwhelming, but I'll do my best. Had church today. I was going to go to the gym after it, but I wanted to do something that wasn't strenuous, that um, give me some sort of pleasure or enjoyment. And I came to the park to finish up my chapter. Yeah, let's see how it goes, guys. See how it goes. I'm still liking my job. It's still good. Sorry, I mean, as I said, I'm in a park. It's a weekend, so we got all these kids screaming at the top of their top of their lungs. So I've been reading about Arya, and the Hound got into an attack where he got really injured. I'm not sure whether she has left him or not, because I'm going to go to the Vale. But Arya has decided to get onto a ship and go to a castle on the wall. It's one of the abandoned ones. It's on the east of the wall. It's by the coast, and I think the goal is to be with, or go to Jon and maybe join the Night's Watch. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Also, I forgot to mention this. Somebody brought up in my last video that I got a couple of characters' names mixed up and confused. Because these vlogs are kind of like off the wall, my raw feelings and emotions about the characters and the story. I may get characters' names accidentally mixed up or mispronounced, or I might misunderstand something in the storyline. I mean, these books are massive, and I'm not going to get every single reference or every single event, the first time round. So, apologies for that, guys. Hey guys, so before I tell you what's been happening, I just want to give you a little life update. So for the past couple of days, the boss, well, my new boss, hasn't really been easing up, but I've got used to him, and I think he's got used to me. I think he knows that I can't do everything in one day, but he knows that I am a good worker and I do my tasks as best as I can. Yes, I still feel pressurized into doing all this stuff. Hey, I can't do everything in one day. There are some, I mean, even today, there are some things I couldn't do, but yeah, tomorrow's another day. Anyway, with the book, I've been reading about Jon Snow, and Stannis has gone to the wall with the Red Lady, and he has proposed that Jon kind of goes back on his vows and be the Lord of Winterfell, to go to Winterfell, rebuild the castle, rebuild Winterfell as a whole, and be Jon Stark instead of Jon Snow. But in order to do this, Jon has to kind of say to Stannis that he's going to do whatever he wants and pledges life to him, basically. And also, Stannis and the Red Queen have different gods than Jon and Ned have. They don't believe that the tree gods, I know that they aren't called that, but I can't remember the name of them. So in order to do this, he has to also turn his back on his gods and his father's gods. I honestly do not know if Jon is even capable of this, because like Ned, he is very stubborn and he is extremely steadfast in what he wants to do, and honor is a big part of Jon. Whenever he says he's gonna do something, he does it. And his vows to the Night's Watch, he is extremely strict with them. So I do not know what Jon's gonna do. And we also follow Tyrion. said it right. The last time I was reading about or talking about them in this vlog, I got Tyrion and Tywin mixed up, apparently. So someone pointed it out, so apologies for that. So Tywin has escaped from his cell with the help of someone, and when he is trying to escape, this individual tells him that, okay, his father is up this ladder, and pretty much tells him where his father is. And Tywin goes to visit his father, and in his bedchamber, in the bed, is Shae. And he confronts her. I believe he hurts her, but I don't think he kills her. And he finds his father. At this point, Tywin believes that he's going to be killed for the crime of killing Joffrey, which, everyone should be thanking him. But he finds his father in the privy, or basically the bathroom, and he confronts him, and Tywin tells him that he wasn't going to kill him, he was just going to send him to the wall. But Tywin doesn't want to do this, and after a confrontation with his father, he shoots him, and Tywin Lannister dies by the hand of his son Tyrion. I'm trying to get the two names, make sure I get them two names right. So that was that. It wasn't really much of a surprise. It kind of a curse about looking at videos on the series on YouTube is that some things were spoiled for me. So I knew that this moment was going to happen. I didn't know when, but I knew it was going to happen. How do I feel about Tywin Lannister's death? He was a very cold person. He was a very distant person. He never got over the death of his wife, and he never ever forgave Tyrion for being responsible. I don't really think that he cared very much that his son was a dwarf. I don't really think that he mattered that much to him. But what he couldn't get past was that he blamed Tyrion for her death. So Stannis has been continuously trying to stamp his authority, I think that's one word I can't say, on the Night's Watch. And he's kind of left Dragonstone, and it's implied that he thinks that he won't be able to go back there for some reason. And he's taken interest in one of the castles on the wall, which is abandoned, which is the biggest, which he wants to make his base. And he also wants the Night's Watch to make a list of all the abandoned castles and write up about what repairs they need to be done in order to get up to their former glory. And I'm pretty sure that Jon has been made the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, which, as far as I'm aware, is the top dog, is the leader of the group. And we follow Sansa where she's at the Vale. The book concludes with her chapter, and it's a very slow one. It's snowing, which reminds her of Winterfell when she's dreaming of home. She builds a castle of Winterfell in the snow, and Robert, the small boy, which she's supposed to marry at one point, who's very, very childish. I say that because a lot of the characters in this are supposed to be teenagers, but they act like adults. Well, he comes along and smashes it, and acts all childish, as I said. And Littlefinger comes up to, or spends some time with Sansa, and he kisses her. Now, because at this time Littlefinger is married to Sansa's aunt, she sees this and she isn't at all pleased with this, because she has seen how, in her mind, Cat has strung Littlefinger along by dancing and being nice to him and essentially giving him false hope, which for a guy that's not any fun. And she was there, also in her mind. Sorry, there's a plane going over if you can hear it. That she was there to comfort Littlefinger in his hours of need, and they apparently had a child together, which either was taken or was murdered. And I was not going to mention what happens to her, but I feel it's going to be mentioned in the next book, so I'm going to say it. Littlefinger pushes Sansa's aunt after they have a conversation with each other. How Sansa and Sansa's aunt has a confrontation with each other, saying, "Oh, how dare you kiss him?" And you're just like your mum. and Littlefinger pushes Sansa's aunt out of the Moon Gate, which is essentially a massive trapdoor which goes down, which people are executed by. And just when he does this, he says that there's only been one lady, one person that he's ever truly loved, and that was Cat. So where does this leave Sansa? Is she in danger? I believe that she isn't, because I think that Littlefinger sees what he's showing Cat in Sansa. I believe that she's not in any immediate danger, but that could escalate really, really quickly. So I've only got one part to read of the book. It's the epilogue, which isn't specifically based on one character, but I'm going to finally be finishing up this book, and I'll be starting up Feast of Crows tomorrow, which I was going to postpone reading that one for a few days so I can catch up on another book, but I thought, well, yeah, why not just start it, you know? And yeah, I'll be happy to finish this book and move on to the next book. Hey guys, so I thought I would just make a little quick video or a clip concluding A Storm of Swords by George. So the epilogue focuses around a man, I can't remember his name, but he's searching for his cousin who is trying to rescue from some outlaws, and when he finds them, they betray him, kill his cousin, and eventually kill him as well. I thought he was going to be a kind of a character that was introduced, and then he was be explored more in the next book. Apparently not, because he's dead now. And yeah, the outlaws say that they want to find the hounds, and for some reason or another. And yeah, it was an okay kind of chapter, kind of bridging book 3 to book 4. But overall, the book was really good. I really enjoyed it. A Storm of Swords in the UK split up into 2 separate books, but overall, it was so good, and I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. Yes, it took me a long time to get through it, but I wanted to take my time and enjoy it, and I certainly did that. So that is that, guys. I am going to start off A Feast for Crows, which is book 4, at the beginning of next month. So that is going to be April. I need to figure what month it was. Can't believe it's April already. Yeah, I can't wait for that. And yeah, thank you for watching this vlog, guys. It means so much to me. Again, I know they're not going to be super popular, but just my way of documenting my journey through this series. In fact, I was really debating whether to continue doing these vlogs because of how unpopular they are, but that's quickly gone out of the window as I want to continue doing them. So I'm going to be taking a quick break from Song of Ice and Fire because I need to focus on another book that was sent to me from an author. So as soon as that's done, which it's going to take the rest of the month to do, I will be going on to A Feast for Crows, which I have in my room ready to go. So that's that, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.